expose much.
What's up everyone? Welcome back to a new video. If you are new to my channel, my name is Andrea and this is Ryan.
Hi.
And we're engaged! We thought we would do a story time about our proposal story. We did we did post a video from the day that he proposed to me, but we didn't really talk about links down below. But we didn't really talk about what happened during the day or what you were thinking when you decided you wanna do it. So let's just begin with you. When did you know you wanted to propose?
Okay, well, the 6-year market, and I kind of told you oh hey, I think it will probably happen this year, and you're like, no, well, you don't have money, blah blah. So Andrea loves traveling, and so do I, of course, but her family was there with us, and it was a family trip, and I was just sorry, there's so many things going through my mind because I'm just trying to remember for a sec. I remember I was okay, well, if Andrea loves traveling, we could do it somewhere where we're both together, but it's if it's only the two of us, who's gonna get the shot, who's gonna, I'm am I gonna have to pay a random ass photographer that I don't know is any good, or a videographer even, because I know she wanted a video, and I'm just I didn't know exactly how I was going to do this, and I'm well, Andrea loves her family and she's always with her family and talks about her family. She's a family person. She's a huge family person. I'm a big family person too, and I've grown to be with her family, your whole family, I'm part of the family type thing. So that happened, and then how? So for Christmas, she bought her dad Iceland tickets, and we're okay, well, everybody's going because for $230 round trip to go to Iceland, I mean, come on. Yeah, I mean, come on. It's more to go to San Diego during Comic-Con than it is Iceland. Anyways, so, I don't know, it's just something that popped up in my head. Anyways, so,
this is a long story.
Shut, of course it's a long video. I'm explaining my feelings.
Why don't you tell them what you told me, that you kept seeing God telling you signs that you were ready to do it? Rather than saying you were peer pressured, that's not what you told me.
No, I'm saying I'm not peer pressured. That is God telling me signs of that. But when people
Ryan told me, he was God kept telling me signs that it was ready, that it was time to do it. Yeah. That was so cute when you told me that. Now you're saying
no, that's not. So the Iceland trip happened, and it was funny because it was me, the boys, Andrea and Gloria, and Julio had to go drop off the car at his work and get back. I think that's what it was. So we were okay, well, we have to wait for him, and Gloria had the...
Wait, you're going too far though.
Oh, yeah?
Okay, so when did you pick out the ring?
When did I pick out the ring? I remember calling my mom when I was at work, because I talked to my mom because at work, when on my downtime, I would talking to my mom for a few hours at work one time, just about it, and I'm I think I want to propose to Iceland. She's what? I thought about this, and I was not really completely serious about it until a month out of our trip, and my mom was what? You want to do this in a month? You know how long it takes to plan all this stuff? And I'm just Mom, I think I'm ready. I've been with her for over 6 years. I love her. I'm with her every day. I want to spend each moment I can with her. So I called my mom and I talked to her, and I was hey, yeah, I think this one's happening. And my going-to-be stepsister was freaking out too, and we all just had to keep it a secret. I had to keep the circle as tiny as I could. So I did, and then... So
wait, Rachel knew too?
Yeah, Rachel was the second person to know besides my mom.
Wow.
But, so that happened, and it was a day after work where I told Andrea I had to go by my dad's house, because I do go by my dad's house frequently to pick up pops, to sell and trade and whatnot, to take photos and everything like that. So I was okay, well, I think it was, I want to say it was a Saturday. And I told Andrea I was going to my dad's, and me and her both share our locations on our phone, so it was I literally had to turn my location services off, my phone on airplane mode for an hour and a half Like, it was so, like, nerve-wracking because, like, if you, like, could have checked it and then it still didn't turn off, possibly, I was freaking out. And then...
Luckily, I didn't check. I only check if, like...
check.
If, say, Brian said he was going somewhere, but he never texted me.
That's why we share it, by the way. Not because we don't trust each other or anything like that. It's just for, like, safety, like, family, like... You know,
because I'm really bad at texting, like, say if I go to school or something, you know? I'm really bad, like, say it's bad weather or something, I'm like, I just like to get out of the car and get right in.
And then forget.
And then, like, my mom's always like, are you there, safe?
Yeah.
And he's like, are you there?
I mean,
so it's just so much easier for you guys to just go, okay, she's there.
Alright.
Okay, so how did you know the ring was the ring?
How did I know the ring was the ring? Okay, so I got about 3 different rings shown to me because my mom's friend's a jeweler. I got about 3 different rings shown to me, and I was like, okay, well, this one's a little too big for her finger. Like, this one's petite, but it has like this style, and she doesn't really like that style. And then this one was just like the right like size because you had like the diamonds, and then you had like a double row of diamonds on this little itty bitty band, and I was like, the double row of diamonds wouldn't work. Like, it just didn't look right because they showed me like what a wedding band would look like with that, and the wedding band fills it out and makes it look really good, but with the double diamonds it was just way too much. So my mom's friend got like on top of it for me. Thank you so much, April, if you do watch this video. Got on top of it for me and like made that her like priority to like find me a ring, find me a diamond. We thought about putting my grandma's diamonds in the thing, but they were too big because Andrea has a really tiny finger.
I know, I wish like you would have been able to do that.
Yeah.
So
I think it was from a necklace or something, so it just didn't work.
Yeah.
A few weeks later, we went to Disney, and I had my mom.
Yeah, this is the time that I went to Disney with Genesis. Genesis, Brad, and I all went to Disney. And I had no idea, and the whole entire time Genesis and I were talking about we're like, oh, Genesis is like, so when are you gonna propose? When are you gonna propose? I'm like, oh, Ryan will never propose. Like, he's gonna wait until we're like 50 years old.
All like in front of me, so
yeah, and like Genesis and I were talking about like the perfect ring, like what our perfect weddings would look like, what we want our bridal shower to be, like all of these things. And Ryan's just sitting there, and I'm really impressed he didn't break.
Because
the whole entire time
for literally like
Ryan's not good at saying keeping any
I can't keep a secret from you, man.
I know. That's why I'm so surprised that
it was so.
How he pulled this off, I have no idea.
But so that happened. So
yeah, while we were in Disney, my mom and my brothers picked up the ring along with his mom at the jeweler. And then, so when we were going, the part that I know is that while we were going to Iceland, I remember like my dad wasn't there yet. He went to go drop off the car. But my mom like insisted that Ryan and I and my brothers went through the security check
because Gloria had the ring in her backpack.
My mom had the ring in the backpack, and they didn't want them to like stop her for like, you know.
Could you imagine they like stopped her and took like everything out, and then like,
I asked Ryan that too. I was like, so what if they did it? What would you do if they pulled the ring out? Would you propose to me right then and there, or would you be like?
I mean, I guess like I don't know, like. I would try to play it off that it wasn't a ring, but I mean, it's not like it because it was in a box within the engagement ring box. So I mean, you could have.
I feel like they would have not had pulled it out.
I mean, if they pull it out.
But I was so confused at that time. I was like, why
are we just rushing? Because me and the boys were hungry and we just wanted to get through, and you know, so.
I was so confused.
It was literally the perfect opportunity. Like, you have no idea. Like, it just worked out so freaking well.
So while we were in Iceland, what made you pick like the
Skogafoss? Well, before we went to Iceland, you were looking at places, and I was looking at places after you looked, and I'm just
I noticed that you did start looking at a lot of locations in Iceland.
Like I liked the black sand beach. There was like a
good choice not doing it there.
Yeah, I was really freaking windy there.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Anyways, and then there was also like an ice beach that I liked, but we didn't even end up going there, so because I was really freaking far. And then there was Skogafoss, and there was, so I was just kind of like, okay, well, this is really nice, like it's beautiful. I watched a few engagement videos actually on it. I thought about doing it like off like the side of like a cliff per se, but that's like really dangerous. So I was like, yeah, I don't want to
just like walk back and fall off.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, because like there was like that photo you showed me that one time. I was like off the side. I'm just like, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't know. And then I saw like Skogafoss and like people getting engaged there, and it was cool shots. And then there's like a rainbow that's like always there that I kind of knew about, but I didn't know about it. Like I didn't realize like it's literally always at that waterfall. I thought it was just that time that those people were getting engaged type thing, you know? So I was like, okay, well, I think I'm gonna do it here.
I think like the location you picked was absolutely perfect. It was so beautiful. Yeah. There was a double rainbow, and it was just so romantic.
Yeah, it was cool.
The day of, so like I had no idea the whole entire time.
I had sorry, I had to cut you off, but I had like ski pants, and I had like a pocket here, and then I had like a pocket like hiding down here.
I literally don't know.
It was like in the back of my leg right here. So
we were all in one small little apartment. Like, how did you even get the ring in your pocket?
Because
like,
you luckily you left the apartment before I left the apartment.
Yeah, I like walked out because it was like super hot in there, and I was in a bunch of like clothes, and I was like, all right, I need to get out. Like, so I'm gonna wait outside.
Like, you had no idea. Like,
I'm gonna wait outside.
And that's the thing. Like, I didn't know. Like, going to Iceland, just thinking about it now, is I didn't know what day I was gonna do it because I didn't know what day we were doing exactly what. Like, I knew what we were doing, but I also didn't want to do it during the first day, but I didn't want to do it during the last day because it was like you can't enjoy your trip. Yeah. As like an engaged couple.
Well, you would be freaking out too the whole entire time. You're like, I just need to get this over with.
And I talked to my dad about it and everything, and honestly, he was really shocked about it. So I was like, wow, my dad's like supporting this. Like, it's crazy, you know. I mean, of course he's supporting it, but you know what I mean. I was just like, and he's like, well, make sure you don't like say too much things, because like these big speeches and everything, that you fumble over your words and blah blah blah. So just like go to take a picture and then kind of do it, you know? And I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, and the thing is, my mom the whole entire day played it off. Like the whole entire day, she's like, let me take a photo, let me take a photo, let me take a photo. So
your mom was like, your mom was doing
that. She was like, let me take a photo of you guys. And I'm kind of like, they really rushed it into like the Skogafoss. Like, once we got there, like, Mom was just like, let's take a photo, and I was just like,
let's think.
Okay.
Like, I thought.
Then like I was so tired.
And I thought you knew.
Okay,
too.
yeah, Ryan thought I knew too because I got a drone for Christmas, and I was so excited to bring it to Iceland. And Skogafoss was like the one place I wanted to fly my drone.
Yeah.
They were taking forever in the car. So I'm like, alright, I'm just gonna like go ahead and like, get my drone shots.
Both the waterfalls though, like you flew ahead of us on the first, because we passed a waterfall on the way to that waterfall.
They just
and you literally just
when I travel, like I don't like to waste time.
Oh yeah.
No, like I'm not a time waster.
I mean, we weren't wasting.
So like, but like I hate slow things.
So she was.
I'm a Leo, so like I don't like slow people. I don't like slow things. But yeah. So you guys like took forever, and then I walked back to the car and I was like, oh, it says no drones. And then I walked back with you guys to Skogafoss. And then my mom was like, oh, let's take a photo, let's take a photo, let's take a photo.
And then
what was going through your mind at that time?
Oh, okay, so like we started walking over there and like started like heavy breathing a little bit. I'm like, oh no, she's gonna notice I'm like heavy breathing and everything. I'm like, crap, just breathe normally. And then I was like, crap. And then your dad kind of almost like pointed out, like giving like a thing, like
I know my dad was
position, because there was rocks and then there was mud, and I was like, I don't want to do it in the mud, but I also don't want to do the rocks. I'm like, screw it, I'll just do it in the rocks, you know.
So and my dad's like, oh no, there's rocks over here, do it over here.
Yeah, and I'm just like, but then you didn't get the
But literally, I did not think Ryan would ever propose like at Iceland or like anywhere. Not that I think it's like too soon or anything,
set
but like
the bar high, as all my friends are saying.
I just like didn't expect it. So like, yeah, so then when you like got down on one knee, I was like, you're lying.
Well, yeah,
I literally thought
she said you're lying.
I literally
was like,
thought pulling a
I hurt
prank
my
on
knee.
me.
I was like, oh, my knee hurts, and I'm just like, I'm just trying to get in the back here, I zip the thing. I'm just like.
I'm just like.
Oh, and when we were also taking a photo, like to mention, like the heavy breathing too, but also I started getting really sick to my stomach. Like I got like big butterflies in my stomach.
It's just funny because
so,
like in the photo,
nauseous.
I was so tired.
Oh
too. Like
my
I was
God.
sleeping in the car on the way there, and I started to get cranky. But it was funny because I was sleeping, but I wasn't sleeping.
Oh man!
And Ryan
I was trying to vlog. I was trying to
He was
make it
trying to
like
say,
special, you know, because you see all these people like, oh, I'm about to do this today, you know, and all this stuff.
And luckily,
And
I
was
like. Ryan was like,
yeah.
oh, Andrea's sleeping. I'm like, I'm not sleeping. Imagine if I would have not said anything and you would have been like, oh, I'm about to propose to Andrea, and I'm just,
could you imagine?
I'm gonna be like, I'm pretending to sleep, and I'll be just smiling. I'd be like, what? But yeah,
So,
and then I just thought he was lying the whole entire time. I literally thought he was pulling a prank because he was taking forever to get the ring out.
it was hard because it's literally.
I'm
it was
literally
a
like,
huge
this
freaking
isn't a
pocket,
funny
dude.
prank.
Oh,
I bet other people are probably like, what is this kid doing? Like, 5 minutes later, still looking for the ring.
That's not true.
But yeah, anyways, that is how Ryan proposed at Skoga Foss.
Yeah.
I'll leave the link down below of our proposal. Oh yeah, we didn't talk about how did you feel talking to my parents, asking my parents.
Oh,
Were you nervous or scared?
Okay, so I was like super nervous because there was like a day, it was a Sunday I think, and you had chapter and you weren't home. So I actually got out of work. I left work an hour early because I told your dad, hey, be here at 3:15. Like, be at the house at 3:15 because I was just gonna ask him alone. And he wasn't there at 3:15. And you got
Like he
home
asked
like
at dinner,
4.
but how did you feel? Like, were you nervous or?
So I went and asked both parents. Yeah, no, I was really nervous.
Did you think they were gonna say no?
I don't know, cause like my financial situation wasn't the best at the time, so yes, possibly, but no, because we've been together for so long and know that we support each other with everything we do and love each other and all that stuff. So in the back of my mind, if there was a no, then I'd be like, okay, well, I just have to get more financially stable and figure it out from there, but I don't know when the other perfect time is because we don't have a family trip coming up anytime soon, I don't think. You know, so I was like I said before, I was just like, well, if it's only 2 of us on a trip, then how the hell is this gonna work?
Yeah, so thanks for proposing. I love you.
You're welcome. I love you too.
So that is our proposal story. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it's like kind of like, it's different to watch a proposal and then knowing like the story behind it.
True.
So I hope you enjoyed like the story behind it. Don't forget to be happy. Hope you enjoyed. I love you. Bye.
Bye.